once their career's over, they have a plan B. And then they go and work in journalism, broadcasting, what have you. You want to look at opportunities for advancement. Is this a career where after 4 or 5 years, if what you're doing becomes a little monotonous or the same old thing, you have a chance to kind of grow and try something new? Salary. And we're not going to get too long about salary because I remember being in a variety of different classrooms and everybody was like, wow, you can make this, you can make that. Salary's important, but you also want to be happy, right? And you want to think about, okay, I'm making this much money, but what are the challenges associated with that? Am I going to be traveling all the time? Am I going to have any downtime? Am I going to be able to strike a balance in my life between work and family and the things I like to do? You're going to look at expectations and hours. And then finally, opportunities and potential challenges. So some jobs pay well, but they're high stress. Okay, there's a lot of responsibilities. But some people like that. What we want you to look at as well is your post-secondary planning. So we want you to think about, well, what courses am I going to need in high school and beyond to pursue this career? So what we did is in the project that we'll be sharing with you, we put a link to the Hall High School Program of Studies so you can see the courses there. We've also provided you with some resources that you could, so that you could look and explore and see what other things are available to you if you choose a career in terms of post-secondary, that means beyond high school, colleges, training programs, volunteer opportunities. We want you to look at programs and pathways. That means schools that offer programs in a certain field and that pathway. So if I'm going to be a mathematician, I'm in the math and science pathway, and there are related fields. And then finally, we're not going to spend too much time on this at all. We're actually not expecting it. If you want to go above and beyond, you can look at any kind of post-secondary school. So in other words, you could look at a college, a university that you think you might want to go to for that particular career, and you can look at the costs and where it is, because that's what you're going to be doing in a few years when you're juniors in high school. You're going to be thinking about, what am I going to do for a career? Am I going to go into the world of work? Am I going to go into the military? Am I going to go to a college? Am I going to go to training? And then finally, once again, not for today, but this is something you'll think about as well when you're in high school. You're going to need a resume if you want to go off to a job, or your transcript in many ways is a resume. That's all your grades for high school. You're going to want to think about if you are applying for a position or you need to apply to a college, what are you going to write about yourself? What's your cover letter going to look like? And then finally, interview skills and public speaking. Because when you interview for a job or you have an interview at a particular school, they're going to look at how you speak and how you present yourself. So that's what we're going to ask you to do today. And I know it seems like a lot, but once again, it's 2 slides. 9 if you have the time, and we'll show you what that looks like. So, this is an example from last year. So this is, the first slide is just a title page. It's just your name, the career that you've chosen, and some kind of graphic that represents the career that you're exploring. So this is a model that we put together. Okay, so that's an artificial intelligence specialist. I would not have known what that is had I not chosen this career. These are people that program robots. Okay? So, we see the career cluster is science, technology, engineering, and math. The pathways, engineering, and technology. Related careers, even a roller coaster designer is a related career. Many of you may have not realized that's a career. As Mrs. Heverin and Mrs. Salvatore can tell you, if you're going to design roller coasters, you have to know math and science. All right? Skills, well, obviously the people that work well with numbers can figure out things work. You can see what the interests were. And once again, this is somebody looked at their own skills and interests and developed this. High school courses, well, you're going to need 4 years of math and science. Other considerations, those are some of the other classes that Hall offers. So you can take a class